All right. Good morning, everybody in Sydney and Australia, and good evening to everybody in US and North America. This is Danish, and we are in weekly chart review call, beginning with S&P 500 futures. The weekly chart is very healthy bullish, but yet this is in consolidation period, um, and this is happening because we are just above the neckline, if you will. Um, and what I expect is that uh, in the next few days, this would come slowly down before we move back upwards. This is what I expect. This is the last, uh, uh, probably the last dip down before we finally get rid of this 3400-ish level. Uh, Going on to NASDAQ. NASDAQ is just following S&P 500. Yes, if you look at the weekly, uh, as this is like normal, I would say this big bullish engulfing candle tries to get inside this channel, faces resistance right here, forms a red candle down below and going down for now. It's not essentially down, it's actually a sideways. We have done this exercise multiple times. It is just moving sideways, or beginning from here. So NASDAQ is sideways. Sideways is really good for option people who trade options. You can make money both ways. Moving on to Russell. Oh, wow, Russell is making big progress because Russell had already been in consolidation phase since August until now. So for Russell, it's like no looking back. It's charging like there is no tomorrow. And yet again, it is forming a kind of pennant or a flag on the way up. And this is very bullish in comparison to S&P 500. So what bull run S&P 500 saw all this while, Russell was just moving sideways, which was the best way to move up. Side to up is the best growth because then there is no major pullbacks. Um, Going on to Dow Jones. Dow Jones is just following ES again. Uh, Last leg down before we move up. Looking at it on a weekly chart. Weekly is also mimicking S&P 500. Just a little distorted, but big bullish engulfing candles and then pull back. So the stronger moves are always followed by opposite direction pullback. So uh, we need to be prepared for that. It's like the bumpy ride up, but it is still riding up. Um, Quickly moving over to Australian market, XJO ASX 500. And this was the random line I was drawing last week. And this actually puts ASX 200 back into the channel that I had drawn beginning June. So if you were to say this was a big uh, drawdown out of the channel, and then it kind of finally gravitated back towards the channel, and this candle is just sitting perfectly perched at the bottom of this channel. This is a weekly candle, and this is good sign um, of upward trend, resuming the upward trend, looking at it on a daily, and It looks beautiful, just go trending upwards. And if you notice, this line I had drawn was this week, but it is the daily trend is still kind of respecting this up line on the top. So it's kind of slowing down as it hit this line. And now, as you can see, it is tapping onto this red line of channel. So this is a good sign from Australian market perspective. Uh, Quickly going over to Nifty for people who invest in India. Nifty is just behaving like Nasdaq, but this has not taken a pullback like Nasdaq has. Nifty has been following Nasdaq pretty closely, but yeah, as you can see, just before you hit this channel, you feel the turbulence. So probably in this coming couple of weeks, Nifty would be back in this channel and resume this growth inside this channel. Or else if this continues outside, we may have to recalibrate the path um, upwards. So that's quick 6 minutes, I guess. You can unmute yourselves and ask any questions that you may have.